Hello. So today in this video I will discuss the next part of my last video. In the last video I discussed about form attributes, and then the input type again text and the number, and input type equal to submit. So this much of the discussions I did in the last video. So today again we'll go for the next part of the form element. So here again, next thing is the first important thing, input type equal to email. So if you are writing the input type equal to email, then in this input box you can check the basic format of the email. For any email, there are the two things is there. Take example for alok@gmail.com. This is the one email ID. So when at the rate of the symbol, another thing is again the dot. So these two things you can check inside the input box whenever you are writing the input type equal to email. So not required any again the separate regular expression otherwise anything. With the help of this only you can check. So we'll see again the one small example how it is working. So I'll start again the notepad. In this notepad again I will write the basic HTML format. So form elements, HTML form, just I'm writing the title. Okay, after the body only we can go for the again the form elements. Form name equal to frm, then the method post, then action. This already I discussed in the last class, so I am not discussing again here. So slash form, and I'll make this one the center. Slash center. Okay, so I'll take one input box, input type equal to email. Okay, so name again I can give email, ID again the email, and then placeholder. All I discussed na placeholder for the what purpose. So enter email ID. So if you have a doubt you can see the last video mine. Okay, then we'll take the one submit button after the BR. Easy for you, BR for the next line, right? So input type equal to submit, name equal to sub, and then value you can write here, submit this form. I'm writing here. Okay, double quote, close. So this is the basic one. I'm not using any CSS here. So save as. We can save this file again on the desktop. Again I have a folder, test folders. So in the test folder I can save form. I'm giving that form elements.html. Clear? Now you can save this file. Now we'll see the output how it is coming. Show form elements. Yes, I got this file. Yeah, show one input box. Due to the placeholder it is coming the enter email ID. We added the here placeholder, so enter email ID is coming due to that statement. And then again the one submit button, submit this form due to the value, submit this form. Whatever you are writing that will come, depends upon your wish. Okay, but you know already, submit input type equal to submit. If you are writing along with the form, that means all of the elements inside the forms you can submit together, you can pass together from one page to the another page, one location to the another location. Okay, that is the advantage of the input type equal to submit. But input type equal to button, again we have to use the different technique to pass together. If single you can pass, but multiple, again different technique. So now you see here nothing is there. So once I can submit, so one thing is, again we missed, we have to write the required, required, required. Okay, order anywhere we can write. Then the save this file. After saving this file, you refresh and you see submit. Please fill out this field. Okay, so I'm writing here only the sims, only the name, and see. Please enter an email ID. If writing your again the correct one, then only the message will be okay. You will not get a red color message. Yeah, right. So this is the regarding the input type equal to email. Next thing is called input type equal to date. What the advantage in the HTML5, without HTML5 can generating the calendar na, that was the one of the tedious job. You have to write the JavaScripts, otherwise you can use the some JavaScripts open source file, and using that one only you have to generate the calendars. Okay, but now in the HTML5 this concept is very simple. You can write input type equal to date, automatic that input box that you can see the calendars. Okay, you see here I am writing here input type equal to, at the place of the email, date only, right? Name you can change. Now I am putting here DOB. This also I will change. So based upon the date only we have to write now. So here we can in placeholder select DOB Saka. Enough. Now you refresh the page and see coming like this na, DDMMYY format. Now you can click, calendar is there, right? But here one thing is important here. Based upon the browser, again the format will change. This is the Mozilla. Same things I will open in the Chrome and we'll see. Same thing I am opening in the Chrome and we'll see what is happening. Yeah, you see the format again. Calendar symbol is coming now, right? But you see in the Mozilla, again the different is coming. Coming to the again the Microsoft product again. You see here. Yes, here again the different calendar is coming, right? So this is the difference. This is the difference between the, this is the difference between the different type of the browser, your output of input type equal to calendars. So I think you got the idea about the input type equal to calendars, right? Now the next things, next important things, that is called text area. Otherwise I can go first of all radio button only, then only the text area. Input type equal to radio. Okay, so radio means like a dot symbol, radio buttons will get. One more thing is called the checkbox. I already discussed in the my last to last video regarding the radio and the checkbox. Radio you can select only once at a time, but the checkbox you can select multiple, more selection, more than one selection you can go for the checkbox. Single selection you can write the radio. So but here what is the syntax here? Input type equal to radio, then we have to write the name like a other input type. When whatever you are writing, you are selecting the value, based upon this name only you can pass the value. So you can write here name, anything you can write. I am writing here the gender, right? And you can write here value also. This is again very important. So whenever you are selecting that radio button, whatever the value if you are writing, that value only with the help of this name you can pass. Again I am repeating, whenever you are writing the value, whenever you are selecting particular radio button, so this value what you are writing under the value, based upon this name only you can pass from the one page to the another page using the form elements. Getting? Okay, so this value is very very important. So I am writing here male, suppose that. Okay, and then you have to write again along with the radio button again the text, because radio, this line will only give the symbol, this line will get only symbol, and but you have to display the label we have to write here again. So I am writing here M A L, email person. So now you see, for user it will see male person, but whenever they are selecting this radio button, the value we can store in the table male. Sometime what is happening, they are writing the male and value they are storing for the M to minimize the storage only. Okay, so depends upon you, depends again the way of the thinking of the developer and the requirements, right? So we'll see again that this one again how it is looking. I think you got idea, name and value, this is very very important in this part. So here again the same things, I will write the one radio button and the one more radio button we can write here. This will make the F and this we can make the female, but the gender will be the same, name will be the same, because your selection is the only one na? So that's why the name should be the same. Here again the concept is that for the area declaration, right? Again the later only, not now, that we'll see. Okay, and then you can put the BR, because the next line only will submit this one. And if you want control S, first we'll see the report output how it is coming. Refresh, you see one male another female. If you are selecting the female, male will not there. If you are selecting this one, it is coming. Okay, so this value whatever you are writing here, this value will display, but whenever you are selecting the male, otherwise female, male I'll select, that means which value you can store in the table, otherwise pass in the another page, M only. Okay, so that is the concept of the radio button regarding the value and the labeling, right? One more things you see here, you refresh the page, I'm just reloading the page. By default no selection is there. If you want to select by default one selections, then what we have to do, you can write here checked for anyone. I'm writing the mail only checked, actually checked, otherwise checked equal to checked, both are okay. Control S, this line clear. So now you can see here, I will refresh, so by default male is selected. So if you want to change, you can change. So this is also the one of the best way to display the radio button. So I think you got the idea how to display radio button, what is the use of the name, what is the use of the checked, what is the use of the value, how to display the label of the radio button, right? Similar way the checkbox is there. So input type equal to radio, you can write checkbox. Okay, but the checkbox, what happened, multiple selections you can put together also. So name you can make as a array. So name either you single you can write, otherwise array declaration is like this only. Okay, if you are giving the name as a array, so gender is again array, otherwise you can write again, I am writing a choice, choice choice, and then you can write value, same other concept is the same. So I am writing here again the P puri, and then again you can display here puri. Same way here, whatever you are displaying, that is the user point of the view, but the value depends upon yours. Okay, you can write again the country name. Here I am writing here India, India, and here I can store the value IN. So that depends upon your wish, how you are just doing the concepts. Clear? So we'll see again, and this is again the not mandatory. If you have a planning multiple value, if you want to store inside the array, then this way only we have to write the name, otherwise single way also. Depends what what is your again the requirement, and how you're again the logic, how you are just applying your logic. Got it? So we'll see again these ones. We'll see control B, will go for the choice only, value I can go for the We'll know the IPL time, so we can write the team name only. So writing first of all MI Mumbai Indian, you can write Mumbai Indian, right? So now you see Mumbai Indian team is there, and here again the value will be the MI. Okay, so same way we can go for the one more checkbox. One more checkbox. This I can write the Chennai Super King, and this should be CSK, right? Then one more I can write here again the RCB, so Royal Challenge Bangalore, and the value is RCB. Clear? So now the three checkbox value, user can say this value, but we can store this value. Okay, Control S, refresh this one. Yes, you see alignment and other things you can make the proper again, that is not a problem. That is using the CSS, I can remove the center, the alignment will be the proper only. One more things I was missing, this closing of the body and everything is required, because local system there is no problem. Okay, I'm getting output because this is the local system running, but same code if I can run in the live one, then I will get the error again. Okay, so that is all not a problem. This already I discussed. Now you see in the left side coming here na alignment. Okay, now you see I can select first one, second one, third one, nothing like a radio button. Clear? So this is regarding the checkbox. Here also default if you want anyone. So same concept, any checkbox you write the checked equal to checked, otherwise single checked also okay, there is no issue at all. Clear? Now see I selected the first one, by default the checked. 1 minute. Yes, you see arrow is coming na checkbox. So that is the way to display the checkbox, right? So you got the idea. Input type equal to date, input type equal to this one email, then input type equal to radio, and input type equal to checkbox. Now one more thing is that input type equal to button, that is again the very important. So what happen in the button, you can display the value on the button, and that value if you want you can pass that value to the another page, that also possible. But that input type equal to button, whatever you are writing, that we have to pass the value with the help of the get method. Generally button value we can pass with the help of the get method, otherwise using the hyperlink you can pass, not inside the again the input type equal to submit, you can write input type equal to button. Getting my point? So depends inside the form if you're writing using the get method, otherwise if you are utilizing the hyperlink, then not required any form, direct we can apply for the button. So now I'll discuss only how to design the button, rest of the parts how to pass, then whenever I'll discuss about the server side scripting language, then we'll get an idea, right? So this is again the same only, input type equal to button, then name can write anything depends upon your wish, and button you can display the button value, label of the button. I am writing here anything, uh, this is my country. So in that button you can display this message, we'll see, because one more option is there to display the button. This is the one way, another option is again there, that also we'll see, don't worry. So coming here, so not required submit, control P, this ones we refresh. Yeah, you see the button. So that button designing and the color depends upon your wish, you can do. I'm writing the inline style for the button only, so go for the background color, colon, giving the red, a green will give, and the color will give, font color will give white. Then we'll see color has f f f f f, right? Then the width we can increase, width equal to width colon 200 px, and height colon we can give 50 px, 50 px. Okay, and close. Control S, refresh the page. Yeah, you see this is the button. Okay, if you want to increase the font size, you can increase font size also. You can write here font hyphen size colon 18 px, and font weight also we can increase, whatever you want. This is the way to design the font button only. Font weight I am giving the bolder, and if you want radius also, border radius, button will come little bit design only, border hyphen radius colon we can give here again the 50 px. We'll see how the design is coming, and I'll make the center, then it looks good for you. Center, and then here again the center. Okay, control S, refresh. Yeah, you see the button is there. Okay, so designing of this button is nothing a big deal. You can see the code, nothing, with the help of the CSS only we can do, right? So this is the one way using the input type. If you want same things, you can do with the help of the button tag itself only. So this is not required, direct you can write button. You see here button, then if you want inline stylus you can put, then again value not required, name is okay but value not required. Then remove the value, and then closing of the button is there. Closing of the button is again same only. You can see here, yes, I did what I did. Yeah, you see this button style we can add it, and the closing of the button you can do like this. So this is also the one of the way to design the button, but the submit is different, button is different. See, same output is coming now. If you want you can change color also. I can change the red green to again blue, otherwise some value we can see. Yes, we'll see, then we'll feel the happy really affecting or not changing now. Okay, so in this way you can create button, right? So I think today is enough in this video. So next class, next video, again I will discuss about the next part of the form element, like a text area and some other things. So thanks for your patience to watching this video. Thank you.